In today's video, I'm going to be talking about things you will only learn after having generated over 7 figures in revenue in online sales, and things that I wish I was taught earlier so that they prepared me to handle my business. Hey guys, what's going on? A little bit of a disclaimer. This video, I do get a little bit, it's more mindset than anything, and I hope it helps you build your mindset. While I was recording this, the camera wasn't on, so you're gonna just see a screen, but I'll still be talking to you in a picture of me. I hope you guys still enjoyed. This is, I think, one of the best videos that I feel like I've made. Today we're gonna be doing, less of a marketing video and more of a mindset video, right? And these are some truths about dropshipping that you need to understand from now. And this is only stuff that you will experience after hitting certain revenue numbers. And I'm going to go ahead, and a lot of beginners will feel very different coming out of this video. And this is something that I wish that I watched earlier to prepare my mindset a little bit, okay, when getting into dropshipping. So I hope this serves you. Out of the 9 ones that we're going to be talking about, tell me in the comments below which one hits you the hardest, okay? Now, the first thing that most people believe is if you build it, they will come, right? Most people that are coming into dropshipping, they see building a massive store with lots of products, a great about us page, a great looking design, and something that they're proud of. Now, us as just people, we are so prone, or we are so sort of attuned to building stuff that's the part that we enjoy, like building something that's amazing, putting in the nice fonts, the great theme, and just building something that works well, flows good, is mobile optimized. And now that you've done it, now that you've built an amazing website, now people will start buying from you. Unfortunately, that's really not the case. In my first dropshipping store, I built something called swarms.com. It was a website that was all about female accessories, female jewelry, and female, just dresses and whatnot, because that's what was trending back then. I built this insane website that took me months to prepare. And after I had built my Shopify store, I didn't know what to do. I just built the store with so many products. I showed it to my friends and family, and they're like, hey, let me purchase from you and let me support you. Little did they know I built this dropshipping business that I just wanted to make money off of, but I had no idea what to do next. So don't think that if you build a website, they will come. The biggest truth to understand here, guys, is it's not what you built, it's what you have available for purchase and how you position that in front of the customer. So I've seen people make over 6 figures in online sales with literally a text, a picture, and a button underneath, a simple funnel, that's what I call them, with nothing else. Okay, like free plus shipping funnels, like, hey, I'll send you this fishing lure for free, just pay shipping, and then they get upsold, and then they get put into a monthly continuity XYZ. You know what, more of that. If you want to learn about this part of what I just said, guys, first click the first link down below. Tomorrow is my masterclass that I'm dropping. Okay, in this masterclass, we're going to be talking about all things e-commerce and my personal journey with making money online. Okay, and that's what I cover. And you will see that some of the ugliest looking websites have made the most money. Okay, so it's not if you build it, they will come. It's how you build it, what you built, and how you drive traffic to it. Okay, so forget the fact that your effort in building a dropshipping business has nothing to do with the outcome. Okay, all right, now number 2. Okay, dropshipping truth number 2, I just need a good product. Okay, now that's the start of everything. Yes, a good product is the start to everything, and that's what most dropshippers are on the hunt for. Oh, I just need to be ahead of the curve, or it's trending now, or it's saturated now. A good product is a hack, but it's like giving the best analogy is like, it's like giving a race car to someone who doesn't even have a driving license. What are you going to do with a 7 or 8 figure product if you have no idea how to position the offer, market it well, and sell it well? You're not going to do anything. It's going to just sit there and collect dust. Okay, so you don't need a good product. You actually need a good system. Now, what's a good system? Again, we're going to talk a lot about that in the class that's happening tomorrow. I've scheduled it so that anytime 11 a.m. your time, it will be live wherever you are in the world, because we have so many different people. It will be live 11 a.m. your time. But you don't need a good product. you need a good customer acquisition system. Now, what's a customer acquisition system? It's a system where you have an ad that's effective at pulling somebody out of what they're doing to your website. You have a website that's effective in terms of not getting the customer is not distracted, and they're going to go ahead and stay on your website. And you have an offer that's so good enough that they're going to pull out their credit card or have their Apple Pay ready and buy from you then and them. So you don't need a good product, you need a good system. And good systems sell crappy products. Just watch yesterday's video. We showed a shower head product, which is one of the most saturated products, in dropshipping, and that did well. Okay, and even that did well. And guys, I want you interacting with me over here. Comment down below which ones did you believe in before this video, okay? Now let's go ahead and do number 3. Number 3 is profit happens after the first sale. Now this is the one that I see that is most prevalent with most people that are dropshipping, and this is something that I have been guilty of as well. So I still remember my first sales in dropshipping. It was a jewelry product that was one of those zodiac products. Okay, have you seen that zodiac? Like Sagittarius, Capricorn, all these different star signs, and it was a necklace related to a star sign. I was in that niche for a little bit, and I still remember to this day getting my first sale, and literally that feeling of like being over the moon. I will never forget it. Like I felt like I have just left my old life and my new life has just started. I will never need to go back to work. My business is now making sales. I'll be able to retire myself, my parents, and live that life that I see online. But then you'll come to a very quick realization that profit doesn't happen after the first sale. The first sale is literally basically you being addicted to making money online for the rest of your life. That's for sure. But it's not like you that's literally just your first step on a 1,000-step staircase, and you need to have that mindset already, okay, before going into this, because after you get your first sale, you have what we like to call proof of concept. But proof of concept is great, but what's after proof of concept is your ability to scale this business effectively, your ability to keep acquiring new customers, even though market shifts, even though trends change, even though your ads stop performing. Like, how do you, there are certain milestones in business. The first sale is the biggest milestone, then the first 50, then the first 100, then the first 1,000, and then the first 10,000. If you've been able to get 10,000 sales, then you're pretty good. Like after, how they say 10,000 hours you need to master any skill. I feel like after 10,000 sales, you have a good idea of I'm involved in so many businesses. The first sale doesn't even matter. Like it's nothing, right? It's about what gets me really excited is consistency in sales, right? When you see that consistency, and even like this is why I'm freaking proud of this business, because the profits aren't as crazy as you would see in any other place, right? Yeah, they're not as crazy, but it's that consistency in profit that me and my business partners were so freaking proud of, right? That we're able to generate revenue every single day. So it's not about the profit that comes after the first sale. It's more about how do we create a system that will generate profits every single day, okay? Now let's go to the next one. The next one is success is just one product away. Now this again goes back to I just need a good product, right? But this is actually a combination of the first 2 points, okay? I just need a good product is what most people feel after they get their first sale, okay? And then there is success is just one product away, okay? So now what happens with most people is this is actually a truth that I am in line with, okay? This is one that isn't like the rest. This is actually true, right? You need to fail with maybe 20, maybe 10, maybe 5. I don't know what is in most people, but once you taste success with one product, it's not the product that was successful. It was everything you did to find that product and the system that you set up to make that product. That's the successful part. Because when you do it once you climb that mountain, you will always know how to trek back up, so to speak. So I've been involved in so many projects where we scale the business past 10, then 50, then 100, right? Once you hit those revenue numbers, it's like you have that skill. It's ingrained in you. It's like, even if it was luck, even if it is like, you know how you got lucky. You know how you stumbled on that product. You know how you stumbled upon that ad. You know how you launched it. You know all of those factors. And then you just have to rinse and repeat it. Yeah, the variables will always change. Yeah, the customer mindset will shift. The algorithm will change X, Y, Z. But you know that one singular path. And this is my top skill. This is what I feel like is my superpower, is finding that path to that success. Okay, now I found it so many times, and again, this may seem braggy, but it's like that Karate Kid movie where he wax on, wax off. He keeps doing it so many times that it's ingrained in him. So I've been fortunate enough to be part of a really big e-commerce business before, running my own business, now launching multiple, like over 1,000, I'm gonna say, businesses that it's ingrained in me, right? I can see like the matrix. But for most people to get to that point, what you have to just ask yourself is, how many times are you willing to give it a shot? How many times are you willing to go through this to learn the one way to do it, right? And then once you learn the one way, many more roads start branching out. You'll figure out many more ways to get to the same success path, but most of us just need to figure out one way. Now, for me, the first way that I figured it out was when I was able to do influencer marketing. And once I did it once, I grew the second one really fast, right? The first time I did influencer marketing, it took me really a long time to get to the first 50 influencers. After that, I did it again, and it took me no time to get to my first 50 influencers. And once you hit 50, you'll hit 10K in revenue very easily, okay? But then what I realized was, oh my God, this is exhausting, reaching out to influencers, sending them the product, getting the product back, XYZ. And then I was like, I have to learn paid ads. And then I spent a ton of money and time learning paid ads. And now it's not that difficult for me to launch paid ads, get sales, and scale a business, right? So again, this is something that I agree with, but it's not one product away. It's the way that I like to say it is what you learn when you launch your first successful product, okay? Next thing. Once I make sales, I'm safe, okay? Now, another thing that most people have with this is that once I make sales, it's not gonna go away. That's what this point is more, right? Once I make sales, I'm safe, right? Like, I have a business that's generating revenue. I have customers that are coming in. I'm gonna be good. But a lot of the times people don't realize that can go away as fast as it came, okay? Now, why does that happen? Now, a lot of times, for me, what I've seen happens is when you launch ads, specifically on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, you will have some people that will be early adopters and take it. But how do you take something and make it mainstream to the point where it's consistent, right? Where you're consistently hitting revenue numbers, profit numbers, okay? Now, the way that happens, the way you achieve safety is, again, the system that you use, okay? And to go from sales to a dip, which, again, every time I work with somebody in my inner circle or in my elite group, I talk to them like this, because even Cade, who's someone who's in my inner circle, who I am really close with, he had his first sales, he was over the moon, and I told him, like, now wait for your first dip, because I can already see it coming, right? I can see the sale up, and now I can see the dip, and I saw him crash as well. And then I kind of alluded to the fact that, your dip will come, but that dip will teach you more than the success will, right? Because you have to find your way back to the sales. You have to find you have to find a way for your business to make money again. That skill is crazy. And fortunately or unfortunately, I have been part of so many ups and so many downs and so many businesses that I'm gonna be honest with you guys, downs don't faze me and ups don't make me that, like, unless it's a really big number, unless it's like a 6-figure payday, right? Of course you're gonna feel over the moon, right? But I've been part of so many ups and downs where the ups don't give me euphoria, the downs don't give me depression. It's like, yeah, it is what it is. It's part of the game. And this is something Hermosi says that I really like, is how long are you willing to play? Because that's the real game. How many days are you willing to play, right? And that's the number you should count. You shouldn't count anything else. Okay. All right, let's move on to number 6. Now, number 6 is paid ads are the only way to grow, right? Because you're going to see all these flashy numbers and you're going to see all of this. This is something I just learned very recently, is there is no better combination than paid and organic when they work together. It's the most beautiful combination ever. When paid ads and organic work together, it is absolutely amazing. Because what I've seen happen more often than not is paid will take 70% of the heavy lifting and organic will do 30%. That's what I've seen. Your numbers may be different. Okay. And this is my business doing 3 million views, 2 million views, like crazy millions of views. But still, it's a 70-30 split. But the days paid goes down and organic picks up, that's when you realize the value of organic, right? When your paid ads, you're scaling them, they're up and down, they're not performing well, and your organic actually picks it up and actually provides you like a stable revenue source and stable profit. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like it in the world. So when you find something that you like doing paid ads for, go in on organic. And even it doesn't matter if it sucks. In fact, I'm seeing more where if you have like sucky UGC, like really like just hobbled together, it performs better because of the fact that it's authentic. In this AI world where everything looks pristine and clean, if you can stand out this way, you're going to see that growth and performance. Guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a break here. Again, I just want to talk a little bit about the masterclass that's coming up. It goes live 11 a.m. tomorrow. What are we going to be talking about? We're going to be talking about how to build high-ticket funnels that are tariff-proof. Yeah, tariffs don't affect the way that we build funnels, number 1. Number 2 is how do we plug them into systems? So I've been talking about systems for like 6 points, right? A funnel is a system. So how do we put a system in place that gives us that consistent growth and that sort of gives us a little bit more surety than most other ways, right? And the third thing we're going to be talking about is how to drive traffic within 30 minutes of launch. I'm going to make that the first link of this video. Sign up. The thing goes live tomorrow. Only people that sign up will get the link. Really excited for you guys to see it because I get pretty open about my life in there as well. All right, so make sure that you sign up. It goes live tomorrow. All right, let's go on to number 7. I don't need to learn marketing. I'll just hire people. Now I see a lot of the young cats. They don't think this. Like they want to learn marketing. They want to know everything. That's fine. A lot of the older people I work with, they do say, I'll just hire people. And I've been hired by guys that are just, look at e-commerce as investments. I've been hired by people to just run their businesses, XYZ. I've done it for a really long time. And even those guys, I'll sit them down, I'll teach them ads because it's like, you need to you need to at least understand what someone is doing with your business. You need to be able to understand the stats to a little bit of a degree, right? Unless you are really big and you have that money to burn. If you have money to burn, then this does not apply to you because you're more so the CEO and the marketing guy will just come and tell you the stats you need. But even at that point, you need to know enough about it to ask your guy about the relevant data, right? Because who knows what someone's trying to pull over on you, right? At the end of the day, nobody will care about your business more than you. I'm going to say that again. Nobody will care about your business more than you care about your business. Everybody views it as a 9 to 5, clocks in and clocks out. Even your marketing people, they view it as a 9 to 5. Trust me when I tell you this. They're not looking at it the way you're looking at it. So if you don't learn a little bit about ads, funnel design, making funnels, CTR, CPC, if you don't understand these terms, how are you going to ask the right questions? Okay, so you need to know just a little bit at least, okay? Now, the store is the business. Couldn't be further from the truth. The store isn't the business, okay? Just because when I've had the successful store, right? This is not my business. My business is the conversations me and my brother have about scaling the store. The business is the systems that we have set up in finding products, launching them to our current base of customers, acquiring new customers, scaling stores, scaling ads, fulfilling the orders, making sure quality is good, working with our payment processors, moving money into the correct accounts. That is the business, because that's a skill set that we can take anywhere. Like, let's say this gets shut down for whatever reason this gets shut down. Yes, it will suck because, hey, we put so much effort into it. We put our blood, sweat, and tears into it, and it went away. That would suck. But what nobody can take away from you is what you learn about this, right? Me and him, we could do this tomorrow. Just launch something new and get it up. Because once, again, like I said, once you've climbed to the peak, you know the way. Yeah, if you're doing it a year from now versus now, the way may have changed. The path may have twisted and turned a little bit, but you'll still know how to deal with those little forks in the road or those bends and stuff. It may take you a little bit longer, but it's so, there's a 99.9% chance you will still get up there because you know the way. You can trust your intuition. You can trust your experience. You can trust your inner voice. But how do you develop that? It's by staying in the game. It's by counting the days. It's by staying in it for so long, right? That you can almost see what happens next, right? You have to start developing that sixth sense. Okay, number 9 is it's passive. I had to put that in because it's really not. There is no such thing. The only thing that's actually passive income is like leaving your money in the stock market or something like that, where you literally don't touch it. That's the only passive income. Rental is not passive income. E-com is not passive income. All this shit isn't passive, right? You need to learn how to run your business. You need to learn how to pay attention to the numbers, hire good people, touch it every day in some way, shape, or form, or put people in place that touch the business every single day, touch different parts of it, departments, products, X, Y, Z, right? It isn't passive. It's work, but it's very, very fulfilling if you actually love e-commerce. All right, guys, those were my dropshipping truths. And this is, again, as you can see, it takes experience, time, energy, and effort to learn all of this. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Now, of course, I don't have enough time to cover everything I want to, and that's why I put together a step-by-step training, right, on this whole thing. So hope you guys enjoy. Hope you guys learned a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate each and every one of you. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.